Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Child of God, I speak for you that God will give you divine breakthrough. I speak for you that all round miracles and favor shall locate you. It shall be well with you. God will fight your battles. God bless you. Nomi Patri et Filio et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Pax Christi, Nigerian Catholics. The Catholic Diocese of Kano has issued an official disclaimer concerning certain Mr. Peter Umenukor and a prayer ministry known as Divine Solution Ministry operating at number 80 Onitsha Road, Sabongeri, Kano. A statement dated August 7, 2026 and signed by the Diocesan Chancellor, Very Reverend Father Abraham Ame, says that Mr. Peter Umenukor is an ex-major seminarian of the Catholic Diocese of Kano from Mother of Good Counsel Parish, Emia Road, Sabongeri. According to the diocese, Mr. Peter has been operating Divine Solution Ministry while claiming to be an ordained Catholic deacon. The diocese says that this is not the case. It states that he had previously undergone seminary formation but was asked to discontinue his formation following what the diocese describes as a psychological health challenge. The statement says efforts were made by the diocese involving experts from different parts of the country, but that those efforts did not succeed. The diocese then makes a very serious statement that after being asked to discontinue his formation, Mr. Peter began presenting himself as an ordained deacon, wearing clerical regalia and blessing people with a monstrance in his ministry. And that appears to be the immediate reason for this public disclaimer. Now, for those of us who may not know, in January 2020, Mr. Peter Umenukor was one of 4 seminarians abducted from Good Shepherd Major Seminary in Kaduna. So, Mr. Peter is not someone whose connection with Catholic seminary formation is being invented now. He genuinely was a seminarian. And that distinction is important because it may help explain how confusion could arise among people who encounter him today. Someone who knows that a man spent years in a Catholic seminary may naturally assume that he eventually became a priest or deacon. But that is not how Catholic ordination works. Being a seminarian does not mean that one has been ordained. Now, the natural question to ask is, what exactly is the diocese distancing itself from? This is perhaps the most important part of the document. The diocese says, quote, "The Catholic Church in Kano distances itself from the activities of Divine Solution Ministry and from ex-Seminarian Peter Umenukor." It then says the Church is not liable for any physical, financial, psychological, or spiritual damage a Catholic may experience through association with the ministry. And it specifically warns that any Catholic who associates with the ministry or transacts with the minister does so at his or her own risk. So there should be no ambiguity about the diocese's position. Divine Solution Ministry is not being presented as a ministry of the Catholic Diocese of Kano, and Mr. Peter Umenukor is not being recognized by the diocese as an ordained Catholic deacon. There's another detail in the statement that Catholics should understand. The diocese specifically mentions Mr. Peter blesses people with a monstrance. And for Catholics, a monstrance is not simply another religious object. It is used to expose the Blessed Sacrament for Eucharistic adoration. So if someone who is not an ordained Catholic deacon or priest is using Catholic liturgical objects in a manner that gives people the impression that he is exercising authorized Catholic ministry, the diocese has every reason to clarify whether that person actually represents the Church. This is not merely about wearing a cassock. It is about ecclesial authority and the identity of the ministry being presented to the faithful. Quite honestly, I felt particularly sad when this disclaimer came from the Catholic Diocese of Kano, especially considering how much this man had suffered about 5 or 6 years back. I honestly and sincerely pray that he amends his ways and that good Catholics around him will help him do so. So I came across this story from Miami, the United States of America, involving the judge and the man she had actually known long before both of them found themselves in the courtroom.
Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
In Florida, it was the dramatic moment a judge and a convicted felon recognized they went to middle school together and had been friends.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, all the kids, and look what has happened. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
The surprise reunion between Mindy Glazer and Arthur Booth is tough to watch.
Oh my goodness.
As a child, Booth was a promising student and well-liked, but he fell into drugs, gambling addictions, petty crimes, and time in prison.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck to you, sir. I hope you're able to come out of this okay and just lead a lawful life.
Now, 10 years after this, the update is inspiring. More on that in a moment.
Stand up and raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Please stand up.
On June 30th, 2015, Judge Mindy Glazer was overseeing hearings in the Miami-Dade Bond Court.
The one sleeping there, you can wake up too in the back row.
Over several hours, she saw dozens of defendants.
I have a few announcements. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent all defendants unless you tell me you have money to pay for a private lawyer or if you are hiring a private lawyer and one is here. Also, please let me know if you have served in the United States military or any of the reserves. Good morning.
Good morning.
The defendant stepped in and sometimes quickly stepped out.
You were arrested for second-degree murder.
I'm in the military, Your Honor.
You are?
Then, 49-year-old Arthur Booth.
Hi, Mr. Booth. How are you?
How you doing, ma'am? Okay, ma'am.
Booth was a career criminal. He had been charged with burglary, grand theft, fleeing, and resisting arrest.
You have actually 3 arrest affidavits. Reckless driving, damage to property, leaving the scene of a crash with serious injury.
With no serious injury.
I'm sorry, no serious injury.
Okay.
After questioning, Judge Glazer explained the terms of his bond.
The bond on count 1 is $7,500.
But the judge noticed something familiar about Arthur Booth.
F15-13303. Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, all the kids, and look what has happened. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Booth, I hope you're able to change your ways. Good luck to you.
Oh my goodness.
What's sad is how old we've become.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck to you, sir. I hope you're able to come out of this okay and just lead a lawful life.
Booth was sent to prison for 10 months and then went into a drug treatment program. Upon his release, his family was there to greet him, and so was Judge Glazer.
Take care of your family, try and get a job, stay clean. You're going to do something good for somebody else. That's what you got to do.
The judge gave him some tough love advice.
It's a group effort to see you succeed. Don't let us down.
I won't. I promise not to.
I promise not to let you down. Well, here's the update. Arthur Booth has kept his promise. For the last 10 years, Mr. Booth has stayed away from gambling and drugs. He has not been charged or arrested or had any run-ins with police on anything. These days, Arthur Booth works as a manager of a successful Florida pharmaceutical company. He travels, owns his own house, and is still in touch with Judge Mindy Glazer. He says her words 10 years ago changed his life. Those changes began quickly. You see, soon after the encounter with Judge Glazer in court, Mr. Booth apologized to the victims of his burglaries and started making amends. Now, By all accounts, Arthur Booth is a model citizen. If there is one takeaway from this story, it's that in life, it's never too late for any of us to change. We are all a product of our choices. And while no one can control everything in life, we all have the power to choose how we react to certain situations. Arthur Booth is an inspiration to all of us. Yes, he needed to hear from someone who believed in him, but in the end, he took responsibility for his own life and turned it around. So kudos to Arthur Booth, Judge Mindy Glazer, and everybody who recognizes that all of us have the power to take action, change for the better, and keep it going.
Very inspiring, right? Oh well, that was what I thought until I saw this second video and I was utterly disappointed, to be very honest.
It was a story that touched hearts across the nation. A judge recognizes a defendant charged with burglary as an old classmate and encourages him to turn his life around. But now, years later, he's in trouble again. And yes, he ended up in front of the same judge. Here's Les Trent.
It was an unexpected reunion that shocked the nation. A judge about to hear a burglary case recognizes the suspect.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The two former classmates come face to face in a setting that neither could have ever expected.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, all the kids, and look what has happened. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Arthur Booth's shame was there for everyone to see. How a promising young man could have fallen so far. Arthur Booth served 10 months in prison on the burglary rap. He was released in 2016. And guess who gave him a pep talk? That same judge.
Take care of your family, try and get a job, stay clean. It's a group
cannot
effort
leave
to
out.
see you succeed. Don't let us down.
I won't. I promise not to.
Fast forward 8 years later. Sadly, Booth is in trouble once again. And yep, just like last time, he finds himself before the same judge, Mindy Glazer of Miami-Dade Criminal Court. This time, he's charged with a string of robberies and break-ins. Booth was so embarrassed, he couldn't bear looking her in the eye. Judge Glazer recused herself because of their school connection.
I can't hear your case. I'm going to get another judge to hear it, okay? So if you have a seat, somebody else will be here.
She made this final expression to her former classmate.
Hope things work out for you better.
The judge who took over the case ordered Booth held without bond. He has pleaded not guilty.
Talk about a plot twist. Talk about a huge surprise. A very disappointingly huge one, to be very honest. I feel really sad for him. And, well, if there's anything we can pick from this, if we are going to become better persons, at the end of the day, it is up to us. Whatever God has placed in our hands, we must ensure that we are diligent enough to utilize those things for the benefit of our families, for the benefit of our societies, and for our own benefits as well. But if we decide to go down the wrong path, our actions will have consequences. Hopefully, this is something that we learn from and become better people by. Thank you immensely for watching. Talk to you soon. God bless you.